Okay, you guys, it is officially winter. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what the weatherman says. I don't care what the almanac says. I don't care what day winter is technically supposed to start. According to me, it is officially winter. It's cold. It's cold. And this white stuff ain't going away. So in my book, in my world, I am declaring that it is officially winter, okay? So you heard it here first. It is officially winter. Because when this white stuff don't go away, and our water froze night before last, it's unfroze. It's winter. It's winter. And my sweatshirt no longer keeps me warm. I have to go back to my sweater. These sweaters are like blankets, I swear. And I bought them in Florida, so I didn't even buy them up here in cold northern Yankeeville. In Yankee country. And yes, I said Yankee country, okay? Because I live around all these Yankees. You know, and that is not being derogatory, and that's not being mean. It's a joke because I call Dan a Yankee every now and then just because of the way they eat stuff. And if you knew if you knew me really well, you'd know that I was not being derogatory and mean. My mom and dad used to joke all the time because my mom was from Lansing, Michigan. She was born in Lansing, Michigan. She moved to Florida when she was a baby at 5. And my grandparents moved to Michigan because my mom suffered from I believe a lot of earaches, and the doctor said it'd be best to move your kids to Florida so they wouldn't have earaches. So that's what my grandpa did. He moved his family to Florida for his kids so they wouldn't have ear infections and stuff at the time. Because they believed back then that if you moved to Florida, your kids would be healthier if they had health issues in the cold. So my grandpa uprooted my mom and her brother, because he was younger, and to Florida. But every now and then, my dad would remind my mom that she was actually born a Yankee and not a Southerner. And they would have this little spat for not a fight, but a little teasing spat about how my mom was a true Yankee and my dad was a Southerner. Especially when it came to grits. Because my mom would put milk and sugar on her grits. And that ain't right, okay? I don't care what anybody says. I will argue with you like my dad would with my mom. That you don't put sugar and milk on your grits. But we won't go there because that could be a whole nother conversation. And you ain't going to win with me. But you only put that on oatmeal and cream of wheat. And that's just nasty stuff anyways. Especially the cream of wheat. I can try the oatmeal, but still don't care for it. I try to eat it because I know oatmeal is healthy for you. I try to put as much camouflage on that stuff as possible to eat it once in a while. I try to have as little oatmeal with my fruit as possible, just so I can down it. But I still haven't learned how to eat hot oatmeal in the morning. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a texture thing or if I just don't. Ugh. Dan likes it, and I don't care if he eats it, because each to their own. But I tried everything. I loaded it full of like raisins, everything, bananas. I mean, to the point where all you see is fruit and a little bit of oatmeal. I had a hard time eating it as a child. But that's beside the point. But yeah, it's officially winter. It's cold, and this stuff is not melting away. It melts a little bit. The sun comes out, then it gets crunchy underneath your feet. But it's still white out here. But the truck's still covered in snow. I think it's 36 degrees outside today. Came out with a sweatshirt on. I was like, no, that ain't gonna cut it. Let me go get a sweater. The sweaters are warm. I mean, this was one of my mom's sweaters. And It used to be a little tighter. It's not as tight as it used to be. I've plateaued on the weight loss. But that's okay. It's okay. I've plateaued. It's okay. So, okay. So, but yeah, I just told YouTube that I've declared it. No matter what anybody else says, the almanac, the weatherman, the calendar, I've declared it officially winter.
It's not winter till the 20th.
No. I have declared it officially winter. No. Dan, I love you, but hush.
Boy,
I have.
Tell you one thing, boy. You last few times, boy, you've been calling me stuff.
I have declared it. Just hush that gorgeous mouth and be quiet. I have declared it winter in my world.
YouTube.
And you're in my world, so it is now winter, okay?
YouTube's about ready to see you break
oh,
the bed and
whatever.
my Dutch come out of me.
Oh, whatever. He is full of hot air.
One of these times I ain't gonna be.
He is full of hot air.
Cause I'm gonna break bad and you're gonna see the old Pennsylvania Dutch come out of me.
Oh yeah, okay. He's just full of crap.
Right, Tom?
He's full of crap.
Tell her, Tom.
He is full of crap. If I thought at one moment that I could ever be afraid of that man would not be here.
Thank you for the wood. Mm-hmm. But I would have came and got it. That way you didn't have to take a chance on slipping.
No, that way you're going to do that for me. I got the money to pay you, so I'll help you out.
I told you we'd figure something out.
Well, you could use that.
So yeah, thank you.
Yep. Enjoy it.
He trading burger.
Oh, she will.
He's
She's sweating me out in there now.
He's getting some parts put on a truck that Jeffrey picked up for him at a discount.
The electric heater in the back of the house shut off.
And the neighbor's got a wood burning stove, so Dan took him over a girl for wood.
That's oak, and that's cherry.
To
little bit buddy gave me it's half seasoned walnut.
To
been burning it past couple nights.
Trade out for him putting the parts in the front of the truck, so we do that kind of thing. We
yeah,
barter. Bartering is the old-fashioned way of doing stuff.
You got to mix walnut with something else.
So
you're better off mixing walnut with something else.
That I didn't know.
I would.
That's the old-fashioned way of doing things was bartering.
It'd do better if you mix it with a piece of that I gave you out there.
Yeah, get ready, pack it in.
That's what I do. Take a piece of that cherry oak and mix it.
Mix them in. Tom, when you coming for your visitation?
I just found her another can of salmon.
Oh Lordy.
Get the canned cat food now.
That's crazy. And she comes inside.
Yeah.
I got her to poke her nose to the door. That's the most I ever got.
She waits till I come out and she stretches, comes out of her box and stretches and I feed her.
She's happy.
She follows me all over down along there.
She's been here a little tag along since her little bender on catnip.
Yep. I went over there and cut that old dead apple that fell over, and she hung right there where I ran the chainsaw and everything.
That's your buddy.
Happy talking to her neighbor guy.
Show her attention.
Yep.
She got a good home. Don't matter.
Yep. We're gonna go after Chris and get her a scratch board.
Did them blanket things ever come?
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they ever came or not.
We took an old corn, cut corn out.
Shoot.
And laid that in there.
Okay, you guys, I'm back. I had to cut off the video because the neighbor came over and started talking about some personal stuff and kind of didn't want to put it out there. Not my business to put it out there. Alright, I'm cutting up yams to dehydrate. So, I don't know what I was talking about without going back and looking, but that's okay. So, what I have to do to dehydrate these is I have to cut them up Then I have to blanch them, like quick shock them in hot water. That way they keep the color. If not, they can turn like gray. So I got the water starting to heat up for me. And in the process of cutting them up, and I don't want big pieces. I put these in soup, pasta salads. So I don't want big pieces. I want tiny diced cube pieces. That's how I want them. So I really just want a little tiny diced piece. That's all I want. So that's what I'm going to do. But as I'm cutting them up, I'm looking for any gray spots that could be in them. It takes a little bit to do that. These are the yams. Thank goodness I don't have a whole lot of them to process. But boy, I tell you, yams and sweet potatoes are hard to cut raw. So I'm telling you guys, if you're going to do a lot of preserving of fresh veggies and stuff, invest in a good knife. Maybe a little pricey at first, but it is well worth your investment. I knew that was a clean container, just wanted to make sure that Dan had not used it before I had gotten my hands on it for chicken feed or something. He didn't. I didn't think he had, but he's pretty good about not messing with stuff. But once in a blue moon, he'll use something, set it on the counter. If this was any other knife, I'd be struggling more. Yeah. A really sharp knife is your friend in your kitchen. I keep saying that, but it's true. And you don't want to boil them. You don't want them soft. You just want to hit them with the hot water. What it does is it saves the color. It saves the color. But yeah, like I said, I'll put these in soup. I can even put them in rice dishes a little bit. When I do it with pasta, when I do my dehydrated stuff with pasta, what I do is when I'm boiling my noodles, I will put my dehydrated vegetables in with my noodles, and the hot water will bring them back to life. That's how I bring them back to life. Is when I'm boiling, because hot water reconstitutes them. And if I'm ever worried about something not coming back to life, I'll usually put it in the water first if I'm concerned about it, and do it first before I do the pasta or the rice or something. But I haven't had any trouble. And there's some, like I said, I need to do a video on what the health benefits to all my dry stuff is, and we use it. It's like last night I did that what did I fix last night? That beef and noodles. I didn't put it in the recipe because I didn't want you guys to think you had to do it. But I mixed some flaxseed in it. Dan didn't even know he was eating flaxseed. But flaxseed's good for your heart. Ground flaxseed. It's good for your liver. I just didn't put it in the recipe because I didn't want people to think, oh, I gotta go out and buy ground flaxseed. No, you do not need to go out and buy ground flaxseed. But if you want to, and put a little bit in some of your recipes, it's good for your heart. Like I said, I'll go through and tell y'all some of the stuff. I just started using ground flaxseed. Just started using it. Dan don't care what I do, as long as the food tastes okay. And if I ever put something in something and he can taste it, I'll back off or lessen the amount or won't do it in that dish. He trusts me not to make his food taste funny. But my thought process is, if you can't taste it and it'll benefit you health-wise, why not do it? Just why not? An extra tablespoon of flaxseed mixed in something, like the other night we had leftover sloppy joe mix. See, that right there, some people go, oh, it's got a rotten spot. You cut it off. You throw it away. Not a big deal. Does not mean the whole potato is tainted. I don't know what I was saying before I pointed that out. But yeah, the other night when we had the leftover sloppy joe, I put some flaxseed in the sloppy joe. He did not taste it. You guys would be amazed at what you can add to your food that will benefit you in the long run, and it is healthier for you. Flaxseed is good for your heart, controlling your blood pressure, controlling diabetes. It's a good fiber. It's got omega-3 in it. This much I know because I just saw it. Good for the liver, and Dan has liver issues. Weight control. It's not a quick. I just started using it. You can add it to smoothies. You can add it to savory dishes like something like last night where you couldn't see it. You could add it to, say you made a meatloaf, you could put it in your meatloaf, because you're never going to taste it in a meatloaf. It supposedly has a nutty flavor. I haven't tried it by itself. They say the best way is if you freshly grind it yourself, but I didn't do that. I just went ahead and bought a package at Walmart of the organic, and it's not very expensive. You get the small bag, it's $3 and something. I went ahead and got the big bag because you save a couple pennies per unit if you buy the big bag, and I planned on using it, so I went ahead and bought the big bag. It's organic. The Walmart one is fine. It's just already pre-ground for you. So it has some health benefits. Ladies, it's supposed to help with, if you're going through that menopausal changes, it will help with mood, it says. If you're having issues with that. Has a lot of benefits. Look it up. There's a lot of health benefits to flaxseed. And I'm not saying go get some and then all of a sudden start downing it. Take it slow if you start using it. Take it slow. I'm just sprinkling about a teaspoon on our stuff, because my philosophy is anything you take and add it to it, anything's beneficial. I'm not saying go hog wild. I mean, next time I make a homemade gravy, I'm going to try it in homemade gravy. Next time I make box stuffing, I'm going to mix it in my box stuffing. Because you definitely won't taste it in box stuffing. So, I mean, it's just going to be another flavor in the stuffing. So, there's ways you can add it to stuff. There's ways. It's not any. It's more of a. It's not a gritty powder either when it's ground up. There's a slight texture to it, but it's not real gritty or anything. I thought it was going to be gritty, but it's not. It's a little more than a flour texture, just a little bit more. I'm telling you guys, try it. It's supposed to be a nutty flavor, like I said. So one thing suggested putting on yogurt if you like yogurt. So if you put granola on yogurt, you could probably sprinkle a little bit on yogurt. You wouldn't even really notice a difference. I bet you could sprinkle it on it. If you had jelly and peanut butter sandwiches, I bet you could sprinkle it on your peanut butter after you spread your peanut butter. And I mean, if it's a nutty flavor, need a little dish, just my scraps here. I like this one right here. I didn't get all the pittings off, and I skinned it, so it would just skin it by hand a little bit more. My potato skinner let me down a little bit right here. The potato peeler, well, my veggie peeler. Boy, these things are sometimes hard to cut. Sometimes I have to sharpen my knife a couple times during something like this. I haven't broke a blade yet. If I was younger, I'd probably be a rod of knife distributor, seller at events and stuff, but I'm too old. I don't want to travel that much. I really do love them. Devil's turned me on to them. Got one with her when I was going someplace and tried it, and then I bought more. Started out with one of the little paring knives. Dan had one when I met him. It was in his drawer and it was all banged up, you know, and everything. And once I found out what it was, and they were using it to cut everything under the sun. Because they said it was a sharp knife. I'm like, no kidding. But once I bought more and I had them over at the house, I told them, I said, don't you guys dare use my rod of knives for anything but cutting up food. And of course, the grandson Landon teased me. He said, oh, don't you touch my rod of knives. Don't you touch them. Okay, I don't want to cut myself. Let's play this one safe. Because the most I've done is take some skin off the tip of my finger. I don't want to do more than that. That would make I go viral if I cut my finger big time, but we don't want to go viral that way. You can see the title. YouTuber cuts her finger off. No. We ain't going viral that way. I think it'd make for a bad video. Not in a good way. I don't think that's into entertainment. Oh, come on, ladybug. We have these, I don't know, ladybug or Asian bugs. Oh, fighting with those. I guess they release them for the deer this time of the year. And you get one in the house every now and then. And I swear they love to land on me. I don't get them too bad in here. Oh, I've been some places where they're everywhere, like in the corners of your rooms. At least we don't have them that bad. Yeah, once he's getting that water after the water gets rapidly boiling, any rapid boil, I will leave them for just a second, like blanch them, and then I will get them off the water, and then gotta rinse them, gotta shock them out that hot. You don't want them to keep cooking. And then I will put them on the dehydrator. I don't know how long they take, can't remember. Now they're not as bright. They're not as bright when they're dry, dehydrated, as a sweet potato is, and I now realize that because as I was peeling them, I realized this is why my other sweet potatoes look so bright. Because I did not realize there's a difference between a yam and a sweet potato until just recently. I thought yams and sweet potatoes were the same thing, but apparently I was wrong. But that's okay. I can be wrong. We're always learning something. We're always learning something. I thought that, you know what I thought? I thought yams and sweet potatoes were how you process the sweet potatoes. That's what I thought. But I guess I should have put two and two together and realized there are differences because, honestly, you have different white potatoes. You have the red potato. You have the different types of white potatoes. I just didn't put two and two together. I just wasn't thinking. That's all. I just wasn't thinking. Not that I'm dumb. I just wasn't thinking. Because nobody's dumb. You just either don't know or you wasn't thinking. That's all. I hate when people call themselves stupid. I really do. That bugs me no end. Because you ain't stupid. You might not just been thinking. Or you might just not know. I do. I hate when people call them stupid. I hate when the grandkids call themselves stupid. I'm stupid. No, you might not know. Because nobody's stupid. You just don't know. Or you might just have done forgot. The only time somebody's stupid is they do something stupid that they shouldn't be doing. They do it over and over and over and ain't learned their lesson. That's the only time you're stupid. When you know you shouldn't be doing something you shouldn't be doing. That water's getting close. I'm happy to get these last 4 cut up before that water comes to a boil. Because usually one cottage cheese bucket fits in my pot. And I only do the small pot. Because I can handle that much at a time. I don't want those gray spots. Even after they dehydrate, I still get a couple spots. But I don't want those gray spots on the dehydrator. The knife's going to be sharpened again. Yep, knife's going to be sharpened again. There's a gray spot right there. We don't want that gray spot. Now, the only thing I've not done is I've not dried a lot of natural stuff like basil, thyme, fresh parsley, because honestly, I've had a hard time growing it. And probably if Dan would grow it for me, I'd get it done. If he would grow it, but he's kind of left the growing to me, and I don't grow well. You know, I don't grow well. He does the big vegetable growing, and he's amazing at that. If he probably, see, I don't want those black spots. See what I'm talking about? That right there, I don't want those gray spots. If he would probably grow my parsley, see, I don't want that gray spot. If he would probably grow my parsley and my thyme and my dill, I probably could do my own on that, but I've tried for the last 2 years to grow my own. We're going to have to sharpen a knife next go around, but I have not been successful, so needless to say, that's the only thing I've not preserved is my own. Someday I will. Someday I will, but that's not happened yet. It's hot in here. Ooh. And it's smoking me out. The house is hot. Whew. The way the fireplace is, it comes right over here to the kitchen. The wood burning stove. I think he's got a wood burning stove fan aimed right this way, and it kills me over here. The heat travels this way between the heat from the thing. Sometimes it kills me. I never could handle the few times you turn the heat on in Florida. I never could handle that. I can't even handle the heat in the vents in the car. Never have been able to handle heat like that. I've been 24 minutes just cutting up potatoes. It's going to be a really long video. Alright, well, I'm going to let you guys go because we've gabbed too long. It's going to be a long video between the first half of this and everything. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to finish doing this and boil them and put them on the dehydrator. So I'm going to say, like and subscribe. Be happy, do happy things, live happy. And if you run into somebody who doesn't look happy, smile at them. And I'll catch you on the next video. Sorry we gabbed so long. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.